Welcome back, everyone, to Hall of Fame Silver Lanes, a Bowlero Center here in Hartford, East Hartford, Connecticut. We are here for round 6 of the NEBA Masters Match Play Double Elimination Final. And we are down to 2 bowlers in the elimination bracket, as well as our 2 undefeated bowlers. And they are Andrew Hall, who's just finishing up his practice here on 31-2, and Rob Green, coming off a win against Jay Johnson, 4-time NEBA titleist in 2022 alone. Big win there by Green. And Hall once again edges out another match, beating Chris Vialli. And again, our undefeated bowlers, Amanda Broge and Randall Dunbar, they've completed their practice, right? They're ready to go.
They are.
And Andrew just finishing up his practice here. He had some thumb issues. He had to get some more
he was repatched.
More patch on his thumb there. So here we are. So Bruce Hall here with you. And my color man, great to have him back in the booth, Chris Forey. Hey, Chris.
Good evening, everybody.
And, of course, NEBA secretary, former NEBA secretary treasurer before Becky, which I think was the last century, literally, and NEBA Hall of Famer, Brian Bogosian. Hey, Brian.
Hi.
Thanks
for asking me in the booth.
Oh, thanks for coming back, man. It's great to have you. And, again, Andrew just finishing up his practice here, and I think we will get started. And I think Randall is here, and Amanda's here. I guess Amanda. Who was the higher seed? I think it was Amanda.
Dunbar was.
Oh, Dunbar was. So he's going to choose. He's choosing to start on this left lane, apparently. So here we go. Again, we've moved the Mevo again. Our feature pair is now 31-2 and 33-4. And again, the Dunbar and Broge match will yield a loser. Beautiful shot there by Randall, and he leaves a 9-pin. So our match here on 33-4 will yield a loser, and that loser will bowl the winner of the Hall Green match, and then we will have our final set. So the undefeated bowlers here have had a match, then taken time off, then had a match, then taken time off, and that will happen once again here. So we're actually 3, even 4 games possibly away from our titleist, even though we are now in the what we might call the semifinal, but we're going to call the next game actually the semifinal. So here we go.
I do think we have the final 8 for the Paul Forey Memorial.
Oh, here we go. So just some background real quick. We have 56 bowlers based on their finish in the top 8 in 8 different events coming forward here, and then we're going to take the remaining 8 to fill out our 64-person field from the points list. And Mr. Vialli has the points.
Vialli? Do I look like...
I knew that.
He has a lot more hair than I do.
Mr. Forey.
Bogosian just sitting there laughing.
So yesterday we had in the finals 3 out of 4 Chris's and a Steve. And Steve ends up winning. So sorry. So just too many damn Chris's. So anyway.
I'm estimating this is correct. So it would be Bill Webb, Tyler Hearn, Sarah Gill, Peter Fox, Ditto Fitzpatrick, John Becker, Jamison Matthew, and then Amanda jumps in. Sorry, not skip Jamison. It's Colby, because Colby bowled, so he got 5 points. So Colby, the number is 109.
109 at Colby Hagemoser.
And Amanda's going to jump past all of them, so it's going to be Webb, Hearn, Gill, Fox, Ditto, Becker, who bowled the tournament, so he has 116.
Is there an alternate? Because Gill might not be able to make it.
No alternates allowed.
I was just going to say that. She'd have to fly up from Louisiana.
We fill 0 spots.
Because it's an eliminator format, so you just don't have the...
You have the first time you're doing it, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we decided you have the right to show up.
There's a lot of that first-time thing going on, like with this Vincent Hall Memorial doubles.
Yeah, because we also know that somebody else...
The rules straight,
who's the kid that bowled with Alex in the doubles last one? I can't think of
Evan.
Evan will be in college, so he won't be there either. So, yep, no filling spots. It's just you have the right to bowl or not bowl.
So you just still cut to 48, but
the 48's cut with just less people being chopped.
Yeah, it makes it easier for the people that are in it.
Yep.
A little easier, not easy, but
I'm looking for easy because it's been a struggle. I feel like this year's been a struggle, and I'm somehow in the top 16 in points.
It's not going to be easy.
No.
We have 4 spares, guys, to begin our matches. Once again, Rob Green Hall match is an elimination match, and the Broge Dunbar match is a champions match. The winner will be our number 1 seed, and we'll sit out the next round and wait for crossover 6-pin. That one, for a ball that doesn't hook, that hooked, seemed to me. Rob Green clearly with
That's
the
a good shot.
RPM. Clearly
He's
with the
thrown
miles
it way over the fronts.
Miles
Yes, he
per
is.
hour leader of all of our players. Always a
I
powerful.
wasn't surprised when I saw you both get
This is
today.
a match of who can throw it over the fronts. These two. Spare by Amanda.
No problem there. So what did you work on with Amanda after she came back from
I will tell you, it was.
Texas?
It's something we never saw here because the lane always seems just to. When we do bowl a lot of NEBAs, most of the time they hook a little bit, or if you get to the second block, you have enough hooks. But when we bowled the Lucy, the front of the lane, and Andrew can attest to this, you could see the ball hit the lane and just hook, and then the back of the lane went straight. So Amanda's ball, literally, it would look like a straight ball. It was very discouraging to her because we bowled next to obviously these other girls.
She's high speed,
And she was throwing it very firm.
velocity,
So the
yeah.
first thing after we got done bowling and we talked about stuff, I said she bowled the Dallas stops afterwards. I said you need to go practice and figure out how to slow the ball down. You need to take 3 miles an hour off your ball speed, which is hard, especially when you've been doing the same thing forever. So
and to stay accurate.
yeah, exactly. So she did go practice. She worked on getting her speed down a little bit during Dallas. And then the other thing is we noticed her hand wasn't coming out of the ball. Her thumb wasn't coming out till after her toe. So she was really letting go of everything at the same time. Something she was always comfortable with. So I said, we need to get you out of the ball faster. Mike Wolf said the same thing to her. I told her this, and then luckily Barnes told her that. Tommy Jones told her, all these other guys then reaffirmed it to her. So she came home and she said, I'll do whatever it takes to get better. You tell me how to get to the next part of the next level. And I'm like, well, ball speed. And so we changed her thumb pitch just within a slug to make it easy instead of redoing everything to get her out of the ball cleaner. So today, you can see she has tape on her forearm. She came up to me the last game today. She goes, my forearm's burning. I said, well, you're using your fingers for the first time. And I'm not trying to pick on her, because I said to RJ, I watched yesterday, when it came off her thumb good, her ball actually, made a really nice motion. So it's just trying to, she bowled one way for a long time. Has obviously been very great at it. But now we see a lot of patterns where the front's hook and the backs are tighter, and her ball roll doesn't match up to that very well anymore.
Why are we seeing pattern? What's happening with
The fronts are just bad on lanes. Guys get the ball on the lane very fast.
As the lane surfaces get older and older,
yeah,
the
the lanes get chopped up.
Yeah.
I think sport patterns aren't oiled very much, tapered front to back. So we don't bowl on a lot of house shots anymore. Everything's sport conditioned. So if you think of a house shot, it's a ski slope. We bowl on a lot of stuff that's very flat front to back. So the balls are strong. The guys' rev rates are better. So they just chew up the front of the lane even more. And so in Amanda's case, like I said, the Lucy, they were already like that on the fresh. The front of the lane was hooking before they even did anything. And
but yet the scores are relatively high. I mean, I think that's
because
the highest scoring Lucy they've had, right?
It is the highest scoring Lucy. But if you look at if you look at the main tour guys, they didn't really bowl great. Like a Prather bowled very poorly. Jake Peters, two of my guys, bowled poorly because the front lane hooks so much, even with like lower pins and all that, going left to right, your ball, it sounded like balls were hitting like 6 pounds in the building. So it was very unusual.
Meanwhile, Rob Green gets a friendly tap on the 10 to double in his match against Hall to take a 10-pin lead.
Yep.
Make that 14 pins. And Amanda looking to double up here against Randall. Once again, the Broge-Randall match winner is our number 1 seed and will go right to the title match, where they will have to be defeated twice by the contender.
It's off her fingertips.
And
you can see a difference off her fingers there.
Blows the rack. That was a soft shot. That was really
much better off. You see her fingers doing more work.
You could see it turn up, and all that stuff.
Usually she would never. We drilled these 2 urethane balls like 2 months ago. Before the Lucy, we're like, oh, you probably throw urethane, and they never hooked an inch for her. Now she can start seeing some of the ball. She can start seeing some of the motion from a urethane ball now. So
I think Rob Green is winning the lofting contest
yes.
right now. So Brian, when I look at your game, really in 20 years, 30 years that I've known you, I don't think you've changed really hardly anything. You're straight up the lane, very conservative. You don't do a lot to the ball, yet you're so deadly accurate. Your pocket percentage has to be as high as anybody in New England. What have you thought about? What have you changed as you've gotten a little older and the equipment's changed and things like that?
I really haven't changed too much. I pretty much just got the same act now that I do then, almost just.
Yeah. Well, it took you to a Masters title, right? I mean,
yes, it did.
so
and another show.
That's a pretty good
two
act.
master shows is pretty damn
show,
good.
That's right.
I'm definitely not as sharp. I'm nowhere near as sharp as I used to be. I practiced. There was a time I was practicing 40 games a week, just practice. Never mind tournaments on top of that. So I was just so sharp back then. And now I'm just kind of bowling tournament here, bowl a tournament there. And it catches up to me now. I still try and do what I do, but I make too many mistakes.
Well, you looked pretty good yesterday piping 4-5, so you're still pretty deadly, and I would say by almost any measure, what a career you've had. So, it's great to watch you over the years.
Thank you.
I know Mike Lichstein used to have I guess it was a newsletter he had at one point. He goes,
yes,
Brian, quote, best in the 10th, unquote, Bogosian. And to hear that from Mike Lichstein, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you guys were in World Team Challenges together, right? And all those
yes,
things,
we
right?
won.
Yeah.
I think
Several.
we won it 5 times.
Oh, is that right?
And you won with Mullen like 3 times, I believe, right?
Yeah, he was on that team. The first time we won, it was me, Mullen, O'Keefe, Patrick Allen, and Mike Lichstein.
Wow.
How about that team?
Which O'Keefe?
Brian.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was Jim Johnson Jr. I got mixed
Oh, yeah,
up.
Jimmy Johnson.
JJ went
Jimmy,
before he
okay.
passed away. Yeah.
O'Keefe wasn't
Okay.
there at the time. He came in later.
And JJ Johnson,
Yes, from Delaware.
which most people would never know who he is. One of the most, you're accurate. That guy.
He was way better than me.
That guy was pinpoint accurate, and he couldn't see, legally blind. Am I correct?
Yes.
Guy was legally blind, and
What
he
does that
could.
tell you?
And his rev rate was similar to yours, if not even less.
Yeah, he was straight. He was a super straight guy.
Won a tour title.
Yep. Ton of regionals. He had the most 300s.
I bowled regionals with the guy, and the guy was unbelievable on a Sunday. Unbelievable on Sundays in the early 90s. Unfortunately,
So Rob Green, that one didn't
that
look
one
that
checked
much
off
different.
hard.
It checked
Yeah.
up hard on him. 4-7-10. He's going to give back a lot of what he got out of that triple right now.
It's so funny you say JJ, because I forgot about you guys beat Smitty Payne and those guys at Carolier.
Smitty
I
Payne.
did.
Yeah,
No, we didn't win at Carolina. We actually won in Ohio. We won.
That might be, yes.
That was a different team with Lich, Rudy,
Yes.
Patrick, bowled against Smitty, Burlone, and
Smitty, Burlone, Webb,
Strong, Webb, and somebody else.
I say, who are we missing here? They're going to make me think.
I wasn't with them at that time. That was like a Columbia.
That was the very
Rudy
first team challenge ever.
Yeah, when they first did it,
Yep, at Carolier.
I didn't bowl that year.
Hubbard, Ohio is
That's
where
where
you
it
guys
was. It was.
won.
Yeah,
See, I remember.
good job. I forgot the city.
It was Wood Lanes, and I remember that place. It was Wood.
I love Wood Lanes. I still do. I wish they were around.
I just remember Bob Evans across the street.
They used to have those qualifiers at Bradley, right?
Yes.
Those are when they'd start,
We won the last one at Bradley.
I won twice at Bradley myself.
Yeah.
The second time we won was with the work team with Cambridge. Chris Soul, Chris Viali,
Yeah.
Bill Green, and Webb. We all worked at Cambridge.
It was
Those team channels, they were flat across, right?
flat
They
pattern,
didn't fool around.
Yeah, they didn't really show us what the patterns were,
but it had to be flat.
you just
You
kind
didn't
of.
need to know. Yeah, you didn't need to know.
There was no ratio was probably 2-1. If I had to
There
guess.
was one
Oh,
year
if
at
that.
Bradley where they put something else out, and the scores went up a little bit, and everybody, I think we were just
Everybody
like,
freaked
wow.
out. They were like,
We were just like, wow, okay, they're a lot easier this time.
Soften
but
them up,
yeah, it was like, but every other time, flat. Flat and dry flat. Staten Island, you threw a blue dot at Staten Island, didn't you?
One year I threw the pit boss. I remember. I bowled really
Rabs?
good. Yeah,
Amanda Bros trying to get it to lay off.
I
and
probably
it
was
does.
throwing a blue dot another time.
I feel like Rabs, you threw a blue dot, or somewhere he threw the blue dot to one time. I was just like, they're curving if he's throwing a blue dot from like third arrow.
Amanda Bros, guys, key double to take a 13-pin lead over Randall. Amanda contending for the #1 seed. And here's Hall trying to catch up in this match. That's through the beak,
Yeah.
just breaks up the split. Lucky there. He's down
11.
11 now.
I missed the team challenges because it was, especially the ones here in the Northeast, it was because they were so hard, especially the ones at Bradley with the double
They'd
squad.
fill 'em. I remember bowling full squads.
Well, the
Those
Bradley
things
one
up
double
at Bradley,
filled.
yeah.
The problem was outside the Northeast. They didn't get the entries. They would get like 20 teams, 30, but not what they got at Carolier,
Yep.
Staten Island.
Bradley was like 80 teams every year.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
filled
so
up both
popular.
shifts.
Yeah, 40 lanes
Guys,
too. Yeah.
the locals would bowl, and then people would fly in and bowl at the
Oh yeah,
Travelers.
we never wanted, and you never wanted to bowl the AD squad because you had to get up you got like 5 hours sleep to bowl the finals the next day.
We had that a couple times.
We had that a few times too. Yep, we stayed at the Homewood Suites down the street. We put 6 of us in a room. It was great. I miss those. I had my 2 trophies from the last 2 we won, and it was great memories. I bowled Mullen. That's when Mullen left you guys, and he started a new team. Started another group. And
Who used to run those? Who ran those?
ABC,
Tom. What was Tom?
Tom Bodecker.
It was ABC. Yeah. There was
Jane Fredrickson.
Yep.
Now Jane Thomas.
Yep.
Precursor to USBC for you kids out there.
Yeah.
ABC.
But Tom Bodecker was the guy, and he was like a no nonsense guy. He was just.
He ran the Masters for a while too.
Yes.
So I
Great shot
met him there
by
originally,
Paul,
I
trying to
believe.
get back into this
He was
match.
like their Rob Gottschall of today, because that's what Rob does. He's like their tournament guy. He does all the different tournament events.
Yep, that's good call on that.
I thought Rob just did the Masters, but he was doing Junior Gold. He does everything. That's kind of a little high.
And
went a lot
Dunbar, big 4.
That was just a couple boards
That's
inside
gonna
the target.
put him in a pretty deep hole against Amanda, who just doubled. Let's give him 8, 118, 10, 20, 40. That's going to all of a sudden put him in a 30-pin hole against Amanda. And that's if she doesn't even strike again. And Rob Green trying to strike again. Ring 10, amazing. He wiggled it. And a great shot there by Green. He just had that one misstep in the 410. And yet Hall can get up and basically tie the match. Next shot. Let's see if Amanda can extend her lead here and basically close the door on Randall Dunbar. The loser of that match will bowl the winner of the Green Hall match.
Hey, Webb's still here.
Oh, what's he doing?
I don't know. Usually he leaves right away, but
I was going to say.
I was surprised when he walked by.
Yeah.
A couple of rounds are going by now.
I saw him in the bar before. I was like, it might have been the first time. I was like,
Yeah, but you won't see him at the bar.
no, he was in the bar. Well, okay.
I'm only joking. But
The tournament office was in there, so he probably made his way in.
yeah.
One time I stayed after league and had a beer. People, you drink? I'm like, yeah, I drink. I really do. I just don't drink when I bowl.
That's pretty good. Get up the
Beautiful
hill.
shot there by Amanda.
Get the 5 out.
Will it roll?
Get the 5 out.
Dick Weber strike.
She rolls.
That was
the
truly a
4-5.
Dick Weber.
Dick Weber there in the pocket. And what a commanding lead. 69. That would be a 51-pin lead now for Amanda Broge.
I think yesterday, I will say yesterday was a huge confidence booster to her. We texted after she won, and very emotional. And like I said, just to know that the work has been paying off a little bit.
By the way, over Cassandra, who was a high qualifier,
Oh,
did Amanda win?
Oh my God, the girl shot
And
270,
she
220
was
the last 2
amazing.
games.
Yeah, she crushed it.
RJ's like, my wife's gonna need 250 to win this. I go, no, it should be fine. The girl's ball hit like a bus. It hit so hard.
And
That's pretty
let's
good
see
too.
if she
Get
can
up the
put another
hill.
one in. That's
Oh, I've glided on her.
just went
Wow.
right through it for a washout.
Thought it was
but
good too.
She just needs to get to 209. And she's
get to
at
3. 3's
50,
important no matter what.
60, yeah. Well,
I give her 170 at least if she gets 3.
Randall can still force her to double.
Or sorry, 163. Yeah. No, I know, but
Big shot here for
Get
Hall
count.
to get back in this
that's
match.
He likes it.
pretty
Right?
good.
And he packs it.
He liked that one.
Now we're looking at a 1-pin deficit for Hall. Both bowlers on strikes going into the 9th. Here we go. We go right down to it.
Get the head pin, bounce it off.
Gets 3
All right, she got the
there.
3 though, so that's 163.
So 63, 203 pace.
So Randall
for
needs a
Amanda.
double here.
Randall maximum 208, and I would recommend he get that.
Yeah, she needs to
And
fill
that
frames.
that can force Amanda to double.
Yep, throw a double somewhere.
Here's Hall to take the lead. Left lane seems to be a little bit more forgiving in general.
Oh, out
Got
the
that
window.
one way right. And
8's good though.
Good 8
wow,
there.
He got 8 out of it.
No washout.
And got to make the 2.
He tried to throw that one.
82, and then you maybe have a chance to double.
Dunbar,
on the
that's
10th.
pretty good.
And Dunbar keeps himself in the match by striking there. And another hit here, and he can keep himself alive and possibly force Broge to double.
This left lane's been giving Dunbar trouble.
It picks up a little bit more in the mids. That's what appears so far. We saw Webb Bolt on 3, 3, and 4, right? Where he kept going. He went through the face like 3 times. If I remember, Wayne Bolt, Smythe. I said Smythe. Listening to you.
Hey, that's my mistake.
As I listened to you,
Don't
With
take
the Y, it's tricky. It looks like a
don't
Smythe.
steal my mistakes. He turns to me and he goes, it's Smith. I go, oh, okay, thank you. Thanks. He heard me saying Smythe literally on air, and he goes, it's Smith. I go, okay, thank you. Big shot for Dunbar.
He moved a little left.
And
Great shot.
whatever trouble he had on that lane, not that time. Beautiful shot.
He definitely stepped for the left. He was much.
You can't say enough about this.
That kid's
man.
great.
He's just so calm, collected, professional, bowling for smart money. Just incredible. Now Amanda's got something to think about here. She's got to at least fill frames.
That's a big shot. Get up the
got
hill.
That right.
Wow.
Rips the rack apart.
Shredding
and
him.
Rob Green putting himself in position to lock up this match. He needs to beat 212.
He needs
just 9 out would do it, I think.
No, he's 8 spare.
9 out would tie. Obviously a hit would do it. That's left.
Oh, that's hard.
Oh, Randall's bowling for cash now. Thank you, Eldon, for
for
clarifying that. I appreciate that. We weren't. I know he's right on the cusp.
So he needs 8 spare strike to lock him out.
Right. Got to beat 212, and that's right
enough.
up the pipe.
Oh,
through
7.
The beak.
So now 7 spare strike.
That's 7. That's not the one you want to leave.
Andrew can't lose it at this point. He can
Yep.
tie.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Big spare for Amanda here.
Amanda leaving the 3-9. Beautiful
Wow,
cover. Beautiful
Great
cover. Stayed with the strike ball.
Pured
it. A gutsy spare right there. 83 still needs a double. Still needs a double to lock it up. And
he
Rob
flags
Green
it. So 200 even.
Wow.
So Andrew just needs 9 spare 9.
What a gift. What a gift Hall has just got. Let's see what he can do with
Got to
it.
fill 19 pins. Wow.
He needs a good count on the
exactly,
first ball.
9 spare 9.
9 spare 9's a tie. Right?
Yep.
What a gift to Hall. And Amanda, for her part, needs a double to shut out.
It's a little better than the last one
Lay
on that lane.
Packed in the
That was
pocket.
much better. That was like about 2 boards up the
I was
lane
going to say
more.
it looked good, but I didn't want to cloud it.
So we jinxed the last one we thought was good, but that was
Right.
2 boards up the lane more.
Brian, the announcer's curse is very real, my friend.
There are times
That's
you
why I
sit
didn't say
here,
it.
there are times you sit here and you're like, man, that's a perfect shot, and the ball goes somewhere crazy.
Here's Hall. Needs 9.
9.
Needs
Good
9.
shot.
10.
Oh, that was a
Rings
real good
it.
That was
shot.
9. I said that's 9 at least.
He rings a 10. Beautiful shot.
Now needs to make it and strike.
Make this strike to win. Make this 9 to tie. Anything less, Rob Green will move on.
Big shot, Amanda.
If she can get this one, she closes the door on Randall. Otherwise, Randall can double.
Oh, she yanked that one a little bit too much.
Kelly.
Come across for the Cali, a.k.a.
For the Brooklyn, or
a.k.a.
Jersey.
Jersey. And that's enough to keep Amanda Broge undefeated.
2 years in a row in this thing.
Masters.
She's in the final match 2 years in a row.
Amazing. Amanda Broge, just a machine. And here's Hall up and over right at the 10 pin and makes it. And now 9 to tie, 10 to win for Andrew Hall on 31-2. Here we go. Seeing some great matches here, folks. Thanks so much,
She needs
everybody.
6 here.
6.
What's she need?
7.
Did you say 7?
I said that was 6 because she got that one right. Like
I didn't. I kind of, after she got the second one, I was like,
I know.
oh, okay.
Nice
Amanda
game.
Broge, undefeated, moving now. She'll take another match off. She's had 3 matches off now. She'll take another match off when Dunbar faces the winner of the Hall Green match. And if it's a strike, it'll be Andrew Hall.
That's
Now
pure.
there's a chance.
That's
That
pure.
is a chance. Rips the rack. Rips
Great
the
shot,
rack
Andrew.
to win by 1 pin after the gift by Robert Green. Takes advantage of it. Andrew Hall surviving another very, very tight match. And he will face Randall Dunbar in the last contenders round, and after that, we'll go into the finals. So what pair are they going to go to, guys?
29 and 30 probably.
20. What a match. I'm exhausted.
Does it say on here?
Yeesh. Huge shot there by Andrew.
Whatever.
You guys are seeing some incredible.
Whatever this is.
My eyes are bad. I can't
So
read
am I. I
that.
don't have my reading glasses on. Do you know where we're
Oh,
going?
I can tell. Yeah, hold on.
29 and 30 probably,
It
right?
might be, looks like
Right here.
25 and 6.
Oh, 20. Jesus, how are we
That
getting down
far?
there?
No, we're not going to get down there. We need to talk about this. I think that needs to be updated. We got to talk about that. Okay.
Hold on a second. Turn.
Anyway, guys, we're going to sign off, and we will be right back, and we will bring you the last contenders match, and then we'll go into the final. Come back with us.